Now, your Weather Authority forecast, sponsored by Greenway of the Shoals. No fees whatsoever on your next car. A new way, the right way. GreenwayoftheShoals.com.
As we approach the peak of hurricane season, this storm could be one of the big ones by the time we wrap things up. Tropical Depression 9 right now, centered to the west-southwest of Jamaica. This is moving northwest at 13 miles an hour, 35-mile-an-hour winds. So this is not far away from tropical storm strength at this point. And this is going to be a storm that will be making its way to the Gulf of Mexico and could have some big impacts on the Gulf Coast. So let's talk about the steering for this storm. We've got upper level ridge across the eastern United States. That will help sort of drive this into the Gulf of Mexico. It's not going to swing back out towards the Caribbean or the Atlantic. This is going to cross over the western tip of Cuba, push into the Gulf of Mexico. Some of these waters here in the central Gulf are primed for hurricane development, and we expect this to be a hurricane as we head into the weekend and into the start of next week. There are still some questions about the exact track of this storm, though. I'll show you why. The lower levels of the atmosphere, the steering for this storm is more westerly. That would push this storm a little bit further towards Texas, maybe. But if this is a stronger hurricane as it moves through the Gulf of Mexico, the more upper level steering is more out of the south, which would make the storm stay a little bit further to the east. So the strength of what will likely become Hurricane Ida will have a big impact on its overall track, as well as the exact positioning of that ridge over the east coast. This forecast model suggests landfall would be along the Louisiana coastline. If that's the case, and this model's right that it comes up through Mississippi, we would feel some fairly significant impacts here in the Tennessee Valley next week from some of what will be left of Ida's outer band. So we'll go to the Hurricane Center's forecast tracks. This is the official forecast from National Hurricane Center. They expect this to be a tropical storm by this evening, crossing over the western tip of Cuba. No surprises there as it pushes through the Gulf of Mexico. Again, this water is prime for development, so we would expect strengthening into a hurricane. National Hurricane Center forecast cone has landfall extending from around Houston to around Gulfport. So it's a pretty wide zone that this could make landfall here. And understand that that number is subject to change depending on how this behaves in those warm Gulf waters. Forecast cone also suggests that, again, we could feel some impacts here even east of the cone as we head into the start of next week. Monday, Tuesday, maybe even into Wednesday as well. Heavy rainfall going to be an issue along the Gulf Coast, up to a foot or more across parts of Louisiana, but even inland into Mississippi, 3 to 7 inches through central Mississippi. Here in the Tennessee Valley, we're looking at rainfall totals ranging from 2 to 5 inches in northwest Alabama, 1 to 2 inches in northeast Alabama. Again, if that track moves, those numbers could change, and we'll have to keep an eye out for the potential for some heavy rain. If we get some of those outer bands, tornadoes would be possible in those, and some gustier winds as we see the pressure gradient pick up as this system moves through. Again, all those impacts would be back here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Just isolated showers and storms between now and then. Today, we're dry right now, but we could see a few showers and storms later today. Warm out there, high around 90, heat index around 100. A few scattered storms, certainly a possibility today. And through the weekend, a few of those could pop up, but the better rain chances come with the remnants of what could be Hurricane Ida as we head into the start of next week.